But that don't make him your man because y'all palms
We had boxes bumping lottie-dottie. Shotties was blasting, pellets jumping into everybody.
They never got me, was cool with
Real TV.
What's going on, fellas? It's another C Boogie. Y'all know the rest. I want to salute you guys for subscribing to the channel. Also want to thank you guys for liking the videos. Shout out to the Dime Game Division. You know, shout out to all my Patreon guys. Shout out to all the guys that ever booked a consultation or got reoccurring consultations with me just to chop it up with the boogeyman. Shout out to everybody that send me emails. You know, I'm always humbled by that shit, bruh. Real talk. At the beginning of the year, I said it was about gains for the Dime Game Division. You know, then we started dipping off into some self-actualization. You know, and you know, the genesis of that was I was making some personal changes in my own lifestyle. You know, and that was the message that I really wanted to convey. You know, really taking some time out to get to know yourself, man. Or get to know yourself better. You know, I felt like that was important. You know, that's a part of manhood. You know. See, with C Boogie, what I do is I work from the inside, then I go to the outside, then I worry about the world. See, a lot of people go in reverse, which is fine, you know, if that works for them. You know, but what I do works for me. And obviously it works for my subscribers. You know, try to focus on the man first. I always talk about that mirror. You know, but what do I always say? I'm the first person that stands in front of that mirror. Before I even dare put that mirror in front of anybody else, I'm the first person that stand under that shit. I'm the first person that give myself an appraisal. You dig? Point blank, period. See, once you really get to know yourself, dog, nobody can ever tell you who you are. No woman, no man, anybody. Then you'll be in a position where you can validate the people that you want to. You know, maintaining that high ground, like I always say. You know, you forever want to keep that position. That's the dominant position. You know, real talk, man. So when a lot of people try to throw smut on my name, you know, because a lot of people try to say, you know, self-improve for women and, you know, this is what he's about and try to dictate on how you should self-improve, I say bullshit, man. Obviously, they not even watching the content. They not. They might pick a few videos that I got or a few snippets from a few live streams, and that's all they work off of. Obviously, to fit their narrative. They don't even know what the boogeyman is about. You know, ain't too many dudes around here talking about mental health for black men. That's my lane. You know, and I tell guys how I seek mental health for myself. You know, I gave myself a proper appraisal. And let me tell you something, dog. It has served me well. You know what I'm saying? See, when we talk about Dime Game, I'm talking about dominating every facet of your life. You know what I'm saying? Just dominating every single thing in your life. No matter what level you on. Striving, you know, to get better. Striving to achieve more. That's the Dime Game Division. You know? Now, if you want to get into some ill shit, you know, get into some ill bedroom shit, then yeah, you know, you want to dominate that too. Straight up. But let me tell you something, man. And like, this is going to lead off into the topic of the video. You know, no woman is going to let you do certain things in the bedroom if she don't respect you, dog. If she don't admire you. You know, you're going to be getting basic, regular, degular, pity pussy. Quote me on that. But it starts off with respecting yourself. It is what it is. And that's why I think the shit that I be talking about is so important, man. You know, once you respect yourself, you're going to carry yourself better. You know, your sense of self-worth is going to be better. And women pick up on that shit. You You know, don't you want the best sex? Don't you want the top of the line? You know, filet mignon? You dig? That's all I'm saying. You know, so does it please her to please you? That's the question. You know, and really that's the difference in men when females are dealing with them. See, some men are placeholders for women, right? All they is placeholders. To these females, find that next guy that can give them that feeling. And what is that feeling? It's that feeling of being alive. That's the feeling, bruh. You know, and not every man can make a female feel like that. Not every man can give that to a woman. Some men can make a woman feel dead. It is what it is. You know, that feeling of being alive again. And let me say this, you know, a quick sidebar. You know, some women, especially in their later years, you know, like a lot of time, man, they might deal with like a younger cat, or, you know, they might dip off on their husband or long-term boyfriend because they want to feel alive again. You know, if you know what I'm talking about. Because they've been in this stale-ass relationship for so long. You know, that's why when these females go on these girls' trips or, you know, little cruises, single cruises, or whatever the fuck they do, they want to feel alive again. You know? And as a man, you always got to keep that energy up. You always got to keep that atmosphere and that environment in such a way where she can feel alive. You know? Y'all know how I say when she come around, make her take that mask off? It starts there. Boom, she take the mask off. Now you can get around to the nitty gritty. You know? Now she's comfortable. Now you providing a no judgment zone. All that comes into play when you making her feel alive. You know what I'm saying? The things that you're telling her, the things that you're showing her, you know, how you tell her things, you know, the way you look at her, the way you touch her, all of that comes into play when you're making her feel alive again. Being creative, you know, really being comfortable with yourself, not being what the next guy was. And real talk, man, all of this starts with yourself. Women pick up on that. Women pick up on the guys that take time into themselves to better their situation. You know, everybody, yo, the nerve of these niggas, right? Every man can't make a female feel like this. You know, that's why I say some niggas are just placeholders. You know, and the placeholder guy, where he's going to get, it's going to be like a chore to this woman, right? You know, he might get some head on his birthday or Valentine's Day. You know, there are going to be times where the placeholder guy touches this woman and she going to say, nigga, don't even touch me right now. She don't feel like getting touched. But that guy that can make her feel alive, you think she going to tell him no? Do you think it's a chore for her? She can't wait to hop on that nigga dick. She can't wait. She can't wait. She been thinking about it all day. Matter of fact, to give you one better, the guy that can make her feel alive, when she's dealing with the placeholder guy, she's always comparing him to you. You know, especially if you left an impact on this female's life, or if you have an impact in this female's life. You know, she's gonna be sleeping with him thinking about you, because you give her that feeling, man. You know, that euphoria. Shit like crack to women, dog. But it starts with your energy. You know, starts with your energy. And once you work on yourself, you pumping out good energy into the universe, man. I know a lot of dudes just looking for quick little tips to get with women, to get easy access to pussy. But to me, it's no quick tip. You know, everything plays with each other, or everything plays off one another. Getting to know yourself, the self-actualization. Standing in front of that mirror. Once you work on yourself, then you get content and satisfied with yourself. You start loving yourself more, or even start loving yourself again. Now you in a better mood. Now you're thinking about different things. Your mind is on a positive vibe. Now you're pumping out good energy into the world. Now when your energy is good, that's going to attract a different crowd of people. It's going to attract a different lane of women. Now these women actually going to want to be around you. Not just tolerating you. And you're not being a placeholder dude. Until she find that feeling again. Y'all want to know why women will drop a dude so quick? Or she quote unquote go ghost on a guy? Because he was just a placeholder, man. That was it. Now a lot of times, man, the placeholder guy, he's so used to playing that role, he don't really care that he getting pity pussy. He don't give a fuck about that. Straight up. He don't give a fuck about that. Because he just happy to be there. But all the guys that actually take pride in giving women that feeling of being alive, take pride in themselves, we not accepting nothing less. All the guys that want to maintain the high ground, we ain't accepting a regular degular. We'll go without. Straight up. We'll go without. And it's always going to be like that. Why would you want to dig in the bottom for scraps, man? When you already taste filet mignon. You know what the real tastes like. Why would you want the fugazi, man? So it's no easy way to do this shit. But anyway, moving on. When you're dealing with a female, dog, that's one of my favorite things out of her mouth. No pun intended, right? But that's one of my favorite things that women to say, if I ask them to do something for me or something specific, when they say I'll do it for you, daddy, even if it's not her favorite thing to do, it pleases her to please you. You dig? So it really don't matter what it is at that point. She wants you completely satisfied. For one, she don't want you dipping off and sharing her dick. Straight up. And then two, she want to keep you happy, man. It's her pleasure to keep you happy. And that's how this thing works. When it pleases her to please you. And not just in the bedroom. Outside of the bedroom. She's going to make sure you're fed. You might be sitting around watching college football on Saturdays. You always going to have a cold beer in your hand. Or your glass filled up with some soda. Or a fresh water bottle. Hydrate, niggas. You always going to have that. Or if it's 2 a.m. and you just got finished laying down your dime game, as you should, she don't mind getting up butt naked after she wiping you off. Wiping in between your legs. You dig? With a nice warm hot towel. Then getting in there and making you some French toast. And some cheese eggs. And you wash that shit down with some orange juice. It's never too late for that. It pleases her to please you. That's the treatment that you want. When she look at you, she can't help but smile. She feels alive again, dog. Do y'all understand what the fuck I'm saying? Have y'all ever gave a woman that feeling? You know what I'm talking about? Come on, man. And all the guys that know what I'm talking about, y'all can confess to this shit, man. That's a real feeling. And women are forever grateful when you can make them feel alive again. Real talk. Real talk. But I'm going to close with this. There's no easy way in dealing with the opposite sex. There's always going to be work involved, And to me, You know, my personal opinion, having good experiences with the opposite sex is very important. It's very vital to a man. You know, it's very vital to a man and his happiness, his mental health. Every man wants to meet an exceptional woman. You know, bottom line. Every man does. You know. So why not have good experiences with women? You know. Matter of fact, scratch that. Why not have excellent experiences with women? You know. Unless you just rip women off altogether. You know. And that takes work, my friend. You know. That mirror, dog. It starts with that mirror. That proper appraisal. You know. That's the starting point. That's the origin. That's Genesis, man. You know, ain't no way around that. You know, no matter where you go, there's gonna be a mirror there. You fuck around, go to the moon, I'm pretty sure you search, you know, long and hard enough, nigga, it's a mirror up there too. You know, so if you're not getting certain behaviors from women, you know, if you're not satisfied sexually with females, you know, if they're not pleasing you the way you want, look no further than that mirror, dog. I'm out. Peace.